Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, guys. Wanted to get on here really quick. Listen, I'm not here to claim fame to devastation. That's not what I'm here for, okay? The prophecies that I gave you guys back in April and then again in June was a warning from God Himself. God is working through me to give His people warnings, direction, heads up, insight. That's what God is doing through me. How do you know it's God working through me? Because Satan would not give anybody any warnings. He would want your life to be turned upside down. He would want your life to be devastated. Why? So you can then turn to God and say, what kind of God? Why would God? Right? Then you would have a strife between you and God because you would be confused of why God would do these things. Yet, God's been sounding the trumpet for this hurricane season since April to the people. God's been using me since April to warn people about this hurricane season. That's the kind of God we have. That's the kind of God we are serving. The one who gives us heads up and warning. The one who loves us enough to say, hey, be a little extra prepared this year because things might not go accordingly. It's not for you to be scared. It's not to instill fear in the world. It's a literal heads up to be better prepared. I said that back then, and I'm saying it now. How do you know God's backing me? How do you know that the prophecies were of God? They're literally in preparation. God is setting a warning for you guys, right? And listen up to what I said here back in April and then again in June. Super briefly and chat with you guys for a little bit. I'm going to start off by showing you guys this video clip from May of this year, May 20th, 2024. Here we go.
Listen, if you live in the state of Florida or along the East Coast, this hurricane season, make sure you're prepared. Make sure that if you don't have a generator, you can afford to get one.
And then I'm going to show you these two screenshots that I have. One is about the storm that's about to hit Texas right now. And then this other one was from Miami. I think it was like a week ago. And I'm here tonight to bring awareness. I try to be very conservative about these type of topics because I don't want people to panic or I don't want people to freak out. I don't want people to go panic buy things. Because God is not a God of fear. He's a God of love and about us being prepared, not about panicking and freaking out. But I truly believe that He put this on my heart so that you guys will be prepared and aware. And I want to be here tonight to tell you this is just the beginning, okay? This is just the beginning. There are other storms coming. And what I saw in the vision was one storm after the next. Like a storm hits, you get a little break, here comes another one. That one passes, and then there's another one already brewing. And then there's another one already. It's like all hurricane season this year. It's like one storm after the next. And it's not little bitty storms. Like I saw a storm that stretched from Houston to North Carolina over the entire Florida. And it stretched all the way from, like I said, Houston to South and North Carolina. And it wasn't like the storm was this big. I felt when I woke up out of the vision that it was like one storm hit this state and then another one hit this. And it was like one storm after the next hitting all along the coast, all along these coasts and these states. And what it did was, if the state of Florida gets hit by a massive storm and it takes out the whole state of Florida, everybody else.
I really don't think y'all understand how bad it is in the Southeast right now.
So again, you can see from these videos, God was warning us for Miami. God was warning us for North Carolina that just transpired. These prophecies are literally a warning and a heads up from God, and it just shows His heart and His love for His people. He wants us to be prepared in all situations, and He's here for all of it. Like He's here, even if we don't share, if we don't prepare, if we don't do these things, He'll get you through it. But He'd prefer for you to be prepared so that you don't have to go through those type of things, right? So that's all it's about. It's about a warning and a heads up and for us to be prepared. And what a mighty God we serve, who loves us enough to give us heads up, to give us direction, to give us insight on the things that's coming, on the things that he's doing, on the things that's happening around us. And that's a merciful God. That's a loving God, right? And again, that's how you know God's working through me. Satan would never prepare anybody for anything. He wants you to be devastated and in sin. He wants your life to be in chaos so he can point you to say, why God? What kind of God? Right? For you to start to doubt. Satan would never give you the heads up or the warning that God's been giving you guys through me. So I hope this was a clarity. I hope this was a blessing. I hope that this was like a deeper insight for some of you guys who are like, I don't believe in prophecy. I don't mess with that kind of stuff. I'm not that type of spiritual person. Listen, it's time for you to kind of shift your mindset, to begin to see that God's out here using people in real time, in real life, to give us heads up and warnings of the things that are coming. And there's a reason he's doing that too. That's a story for another day. God bless you guys. I hope that this was insightful and a blessing to you guys. Have a wonderful day.